Okay.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, live and in color again. We are at episode 40, y'all. 40. So, episode 40 gets this. Carlos loves that air horn.
Hmm. That's all right.
He loves that alarm. So, yes, this is a huge milestone. This is our 40th episode, y'all. 40th episode, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our great guests and our viewers. So, we want to thank all of you guys that's been tuning in for all of our episodes. So it's pretty awesome to be here 40 episodes, and it's been a great journey. When we started this, we didn't know what to expect. We were just coming on here and talking sports and introducing athletes, and you guys, the athletes has been pouring in to be on this show. We're almost finished booking August. We're about to start booking for September. That's how far out we are and booking these guests. So it's man, this show is growing very, very, very fast, and we are very appreciative. Is a lot of it comes to, like I said, our guests. So we've had some very, very great guests on this show in our audience. So So what I'm gonna do, since it's our 40th episode, sorry Matteo, but I am going to shout out every single one of our guests in order of episode.
All right.
So episode one, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Format Podcast and Bruce, who helped get us started. Thank you, Bruce. Um, you gave it. You took the time to sit with me to help me put this show together, give me pointers how to run it, and you just told me to go for it, man. It was, you didn't think of me as a competitor. You thought of me as a brother. So thank you to you. Our first athlete that was on this show, Swaggy J, who's actually getting ready to go to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, Jace. Jace was just blessed with a baby brother recently. So shout out to my man Jay.
Man.
And then we you guys show love to our man Kason Velez, who's been here on episode 4. Great soccer player, um, and he was on here the other day. He won another cup that's as big tall as him. So shout out to Kason. Um, on episode 5, we had Caden Premise, our first high school baller that came on here. Um, we promoted his clothing line on here and everything on episode 5. So tune in to episode 5 and check that out. Episode 6, we had Sir Christian Rios on here. Yeah, I put the sir in front of it. He's doing well. We received another offer since the
Yeah.
last time we've been on here to MIT. So Christian is doing his thing. He's getting ready to get into his junior year. So keep doing great things, Christian. We're very proud of you. Um, on episode 7, we had Ian Gracia on here. Another Florida guy. He's doing his thing for BBD, working hard and keep it going. Uh, Next one we had on episode 9, we had Austin Martinez, a solid big man going into his 7th grade year. Uh, Tune into episode 9, check him out. Great athlete. Uh, Episode 10, um, our second guest that has his own podcast. His podcast is Key to Another Level, which he streams every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. My man Keelan Hollowell. And if you watch the intro, he's the one that did that dribble East Bay on here. My boy is legit. He's going into his 5th grade year, finishing up nationals right now, and he's on his way and he's teammates with Swaggy J. And like I said, he's getting ready to go to Vegas.
Mhm.
On episode 11, you've seen this young man 3 times on this show. Terrell Binion II, aka Deuce. My man Deuce. He was on here. He was on here when we did the draft special. And he was also on here on our Memorial Day show when we was here talking sports topics. Great guy, great kid. Just got to finishing coaching preps. Went to went to balling on the beach, and now he's getting ready prepping for had San Antonio Nationals again and getting set to finish out the season. Episode 12. This young man is dear to my heart because he is a very tough athlete. We saw him in person at Balling on the Beach as well. This is Joel's Rios. Tune in to episode 12. Check him out. Also has a documentary out on his YouTube page. So check out Joel and everything. He's doing big things. Um, like that man MVP said a long time ago, Carlos.
Hmm?
Big things popping, and little things stopping.
Mhm.
That's my man Joel.
Really? Hmm.
And
Okay.
I give a shout out. Got to give a shout out to J2. One of the J2s we had on here, Justin Armstrong with the Florida Rebels. Always working hard, stays in the gym. And as we're talking, he's probably in the gym right now. Great kid, very knowledgeable of the sport. Check out episode 13. I'm just gonna go through these a little bit faster. 14, we had the Golden Child, Noah Labrador, who's also been in here on the second time. He also came on here for an interview as well. But we'll talk about that when we get to that episode. Noah plays for on the Orlando Suns, doing big thing. Episode 15, we had the father son duo on here. Um, these are guys I've been knowing for a while. He currently right now just started his season with the Pompano Scat Pack 9U. Um, and they just had started their season at their first game, I believe, last weekend. Got the dub, of course. So shout out to Coach Javi and Mason Lorenzo. He's actually your age, Matteo. So legit football player, man. If we can get both of y'all on the team together, man, y'all be unstoppable. Y'all be unstoppable. Then we had Two Shot Thompson, episode 16. Shout out to him for Trey Man Elite. We had our first baseball player after that on episode 17, Jay Spears, who actually went live while he was fishing. So that was pretty awesome. And then speaking of J2, we had his teammate Liam Alfonso on here on episode 19, also with the Florida Rebels, doing his thing. Then your man, the your man, episode 20. It's kind of ironic that this guy was on episode 20 and you're on episode 40. I guess it was fate.
Mhm.
20, we had our man Storm Russo on here. We learned a lot about him. He's doing big. He's doing big things. Got MVP down there in Syracuse. Man, got all tournament, all everything down there.
Mhm.
Um, and come to find out, Syracuse has that man on their radar.
He does
So
have Syracuse on his radar, and he does have Texas Tech as an interest.
yeah, well, Syracuse on their radar is recruiting him, and they didn't know that until they told him when he was there.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't know he didn't know that Syracuse was recruiting him.
Yeah,
Storm is doing big things, man.
he
Storm is
is.
doing big things, man. If y'all not following Storm, y'all missing out, man. The kid is legit. He is a monster. Top quarterback for his age. If you and I'm still shocked that he's 11. The dude looks like he's about 16, 17. But shout out to my man Storm if you're watching. All love and success for you, brother. Keep it up. And speaking of football, very next day we had on episode 21, we had my man Tony Boyd Jr., TB2 Speedy. He's also received his third offer. He
Hmm.
received two offers since he's been on here. So shout out to my man TB Tony Boyd. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. Going into his 8th grade year, playing up in high school, breaking, breaking records. You're gonna see that boy playing on Saturdays and Sundays as well. Episode 22, we had Jordan Carrier the second, teammates with Juelz Rios on Trey Man Elite. Um, like I said, he's the top number one point guard in 6th grade in the state of Florida, doing his thing. Next, we had Nasir Ramadan on here in episode 23. Um, he's taking time right now, training and doing his thing, getting ready for the next season. Episode 24, we had our next set of brothers, our second set of brothers, which is Bam Bam and JJ. Uh, they're teammates with my man Noah Labrador on Orlando Suns. They're doing their thing as well. So keep it up. Episode 25, it's getting back to the family. We have my man Travell Richardson, aka a blessing to us all. He just his When he came in there, he was promoting his gospel explosion, which was a tremendous success. So very proud of Travell, and Beats Bottom One Production is sponsoring to get our shirts that we're going to get made for you guys, and to give you guys a sneak peek. Let me show you. Let me show you my man's work. That is our Be Ready Sports Podcast T-shirts. As you can see, there's our logo right there in the front. We're gonna be sporting it real soon, and on the back, you have our slogan: "Be ready, stay ready." So if you wanna get you a shirt, all you gotta do is just DM us you can DM us on our Instagram at Be Ready Sports. Just the name. Boom, DM us and you can get your shirt as well. And going across the screen, there's our Instagram right there and there. So so you can get your gear, and he's also going to be making the shirts for our guests as well. So they're going to be shipped out to you guys. So remember, um, Beats Bottom One Production. My man Travell Richardson makes these wonderful shirts for you guys. But you guys will be a little bit different. It'll have your face on them for our guests. Episode 26, we have my man Maddox on here, when he came in there, just want to give y'all an update on Maddox. When he came on here, he spoke about his heart condition that was founded while he was there. I'm gonna let y'all know he is fully back in the saddle. He's 100%. He's 100% cleared, and he's back on the court. So I am so proud of my man Maddox. So shout out to you, Maddox.
That's your shout
Tough,
out, man.
tough kid, man. He didn't let that condition slow him down, and I am so glad that it was caught early because
Yes,
we
sir.
lost a lot of athletes to that same condition that he had.
Amen.
Um,
Amen.
because we missed out on how great the Celtics would have been with Lynn Bias because of that same condition. So I'm glad he's back on the court. Episode 27, we had Dakari Minor, who's still to this day our our youngest guest on the show. Great football player, great talent. We're gonna have him featured on here again. Episode 28, we had Jack Swinger on the show. We actually saw him playing at Bowling on the Beach as well. So shout out to him. Keep working hard and keep um, getting better. We had Cameron Kelly on episode 29. He's doing his thing. He did his thing down at Myrtle Beach. He's finishing out hit the 3SSB circuit, and then he'll be getting ready for next season. Episode 30, we had my man, the Maverick uh, Mason Weeks. He actually, since the show, he's been training with me 1-on-1 at my gym on Saturdays. So he's doing his thing, and he's gonna keep going. After him on episode 31, just recently we had Prince Zamora on here. Um, Prince, another great talent down here in Florida, doing his thing out there on the basketball court, working hard. And then episode 32, we had another local guys, another set of brothers, our third set of brothers, Dominic and Jay Souza, that was on here. Their episode was very, very, very great episode that they had. Dom is about your age too, Matteo. Um, he's
Yeah.
he, he's nine, fourth grade, doing his thing, and his brother is doing his thing as well. So those you guys keep it up, and then we haven't had an update yet from them, but when we do, we'll let y'all know. They're actually in the chat right now. They're actually in the chat. They're actually in the chat. Yeah, we just shouting y'all out, man. I need an update. You need to give us an update of how y'all doing. But yeah, they were on the show. Great, 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 great kids. Episode 33. We had our first. We had our going pivoting to the West Coast. We had Kennedy Underwood on here for plays for CEO. He was also on here on the draft show, doing the great things. After him on episode 34, we had Zion Brown, another Florida guy, um, a tough point guard, doing his thing, doing his thing. Episode 35, we had uh, another Speedy, Theron West II, another Cali guy. We also promoted his business as well. He got his own clothing line as well, and then we have the link to it as we'll show you on the screen right
Silent
now,
Field.
which is silentfear.online. Go on there, check out what he is, his clothing line. If you like it, order you some. Um, After him, well, we had a draft episode, and then recently, episode 37. We had my man Isaac Passion. I do apologize. He plays for CEO, not Kennedy. Um, but Isaac's episode was was a very great episode. You can check out episode 37. He keeps his faith first before he steps on the court. So shout out to my man Isaac, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he's a Laker fan. So.
Okay.
And then episode 38, we have my man JJ Rivera. Great episode. Kid is built for stardom. He conducted his interview like a pro. Shout out to JJ. And as of yesterday, we had my man S3 on here. Um, Stevie Williams III. Check out his episode. My man is very passionate. Our first lacrosse player that we had on here, and Hooper. So he's going national. He goes national in both sports, and has won MVP both sports. anyone MVP in the Rocket League, and he's honor roll. So shout out to all our guests that has been on here. 40 episodes in, we are so proud of every single one of you. So
Wow. What a line of guests. What a line of 39 guests. More to come, obviously. More to come.
yes, this is only the beginning. So our 40th guest, like I said, I guess it's fate that Storm was here 20 episodes ago, and there you are. So just a disclaimer: these two know each other very well. Um, when I told Storm and his dad Flash that you were interested in coming on, man, they gave you all the praises in the world. I was like, man, throw that boy on there. He's the best non-U center in the nation, and you guys are going to see. You know, Storm spoke very highly of you, and hey, when if Storm vouches for you,
Storm,
hey, you you you're about that, and you're going to be on here.
Storm is the number one quarterback in his class, so yeah,
Yes,
he's pretty approved. And he does have interest from Syracuse and Texas Tech, so
talent. Hey, talent recognizes talent, right, Matteo? So, Mateo, I think Mateo was very patient when we went through that lineup. I know this is your episode. They want to hear about you. So, and thank you, Dom and Jay, for tuning in to this episode, man. Y'all are real ones for that. So, Carlos,
yeah.
introduce my man that's on this screen, so he can tell everybody what he's about to do here.
Yeah. Tonight's guest is a 9-year-old football player from the state of New Jersey. His position on the gridiron is at center, and at a young age, he is already being noticed and looked at. He has been playing center for 3 years now going on his fourth. So now, introducing to the Be Ready Sports Podcast, Matteo Sanchez.
Oh, I'm slipping on my Pippin. My bad, Mateo. My bad.
I'm telling you, that's not.
So Mateo, tell everybody a little bit about you.
Um, my favorite colors, green. Favorite sport, football. Favorite subject in school, math. That's it.
Okay, and it look like you outside right now, man.
Yeah.
Where you streaming? Where you streaming from? You streaming from a park or something?
Nah, I'm on the football field.
Okay.
Oh, show us the field. Show us the field.
How do I flip the camera? Oh.
Just turn it around.
Oh, wow.
My man is streaming at the field, y'all. That's how dedicated he is.
That's a pretty nice scenery.
Man, that's a nice field, man. Let's
That
go out
is.
there and run some routes, Carlos.
I wish.
By the time we get there,
Yeah, it's gonna be like, I don't know.
by the time we get there. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Storm doing y'all's shows at the field. That's what's up.
Storm.
So
Storms was in a football facility, then you're outside at a football field. So pretty similar sceneries.
yes, sir. So before we get into the Q&A, Carlos, there's something you want to talk about with my man Matteo.
Yes, sir. Tony, how do you do the three things? The three on the side.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
You just
There
there
you
you
go.
go. You just click on the fourth.
Yeah. So I saw this on social media. So I saw this from social media, a pretty reliable college football source, saying that is Coach Prime in college football and Colorado football in trouble. So basically, they were talking about how the recruiting class at Colorado, they're not really doing so well. Basically, right now, like they're not really doing well in the 2026 class. And I think I heard from 24/7 Sports that they only have 5 commits in the 2026 class, which is pretty shocking because Coach Prime, I ain't hard to find. I don't know. It's pretty hard to find right now. And yeah, right now they hold as of 6 hours ago when this was released, they hold the 101st best class according to 24/7 Sports. And that is, by the way, the worst class out of every Power 5 program in the country right now. So Coach Prime in Colorado, maybe not doing so well in the 2026 class.
That is crazy. They lost so much firepower
They
to the
did
NFL.
Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn. Yeah. This year's going to be the big test for Coach Prime. How is he going to do it with no Shador, no Shiloh, no Travis? Basically that whole team just went to the NFL. How is he going to do this year? That guy that transferred, that Liberty transfer, Caden Salter, Juju Lewis, the quarterback, the QB battle there. Who's going to start? Some people saying Caden Salter, the transfer from Liberty, might start because, of his experience, and Juju might be behind him. So a lot of things going on in Colorado right now, especially college football.
So what do you think, Matteo? You think they're in trouble?
Get in trouble.
Yes or no?
A little bit, but yeah, most likely, yeah, in trouble.
Okay. We got Isaiah here in the chat saying, I think he's in trouble. Okay. Good. Okay.
I think that's a friend of yours, Matteo.
Yes, Zay. That's a friend of yours in the chat. Well, yeah, man, I ain't hard to find. Well, I don't know. It's early right now for Coach Prime Colorado, so we'll see what happens this year.
I was going to say something to that. He was like, yeah, I ain't hard to find, but yeah, I guess your recruiters can't find you.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Hey,
and I really love Coach Prime, man. I love Coach Prime. What he did at Jackson State was amazing. Bring HBCU on the map. Just putting Jackson State up on the map, and then going to Colorado, putting that program up. That program was asleep. That program was done for. Coach Prime came in there, rised it up. Well, they went 4-8, but then the year after they put into a bowl game, and he's doing great stuff in Colorado. So be patient, guys.
Yeah, they also got the transfer portal, so you never know.
They do have that too. So be patient.
Yeah. Recruiting season's not over. So
yes,
but I am surprised you ain't talking about the number 1 recruiting class this year. Why you didn't talk about them?
I saw this from this account that's pretty reliable. Like I didn't see nothing about the number 1 recruiting class. So and I guess they were talking about this because
because it's not a SEC team.
SEC.
It's the USC Trojans, y'all. The number 1. Number one recruiting class, USC.
Hey, I love it.
So the last time we had a number 1 recruiting class, it's been a while, but the last time we had a number 1 recruiting class, ooh, I kind of slipped and said something. Number 1 recruiting class, we damn near won the national championship. So.
Okay, so I guess we'll see what happens in USC in the Big Ten, in the wild Big Ten.
Long as we put boots to asses to Notre Dame, I'm good.
Notre Dame. We'll talk about that more down the line when college football season starts closer. We'll talk about more.
August 9th. August 9th, college football episode.
Yep, more down the line. We'll talk about more college football. Week 0, week 1. Just be patient, guys. This is gonna be an amazing season.
Yes, sir. But let's get into you ready for your Q&A, Matteo?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. That was a quick little soundbite right there that my man Carlos wanted to talk about. Hopefully Colorado's not in trouble, but Coach Prime, that's Coach Prime. He can pull something out of the hat overnight, so you never know. We don't know what he has under his sleeve.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We will see. We will see. Okay, let's go. Q&A. Okay, Matteo. First question: what inspired you to play football?
My uncle, because he plays in the NFL.
Okay, so what team did he play for in the NFL?
Philadelphia. Played
Philly.
for Philadelphia. He played for Philadelphia, the Jets, and Buccaneers.
Hmm.
Okay.
So who's your uncle? What's his name?
Vinny Curry,
Vinny
Vinny
Curry,
Curry. Shout out to Vinny Curry, man.
defensive end.
defensive end. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, so who do you idolize your game to?
What does that mean? Like, I don't know.
Like, who do you like model your game after? Basically,
Um,
like, who do you compare your game to? Basically.
um, can I do two people? Because
Oh
I
yeah,
play defense and offense. Um, Jason Kelsey and Vinny Curry, my uncle. Yeah,
I love that. Okay.
'cause I play defensive end. So.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so what's your favorite NFL team and why?
Favorite NFL team and why? It's Philadelphia because cause um Jason Kelsey played there and that's my favorite center.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so how would you describe yourself as a football player?
5 stars.
Confidence. Okay, 5 stars. Okay. I love it. I
Y'all
love
heard?
it.
Y'all heard him?
Yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah. Okay, so what are your biggest strengths as a football player?
Like strengths, be like confident in myself and like believe in myself.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what's something that you want to improve on as a center?
My footwork.
Footwork. Yep, you gotta have important footwork, especially, as a center. Okay, so what do you love most about playing center?
Um, commanding the line, controlling the line.
Command of the line. Okay. Very good job.
And you know
Yeah.
what else he? You know what else he likes?
What?
He's like stacking those pancakes.
Pancake blocks. Hey,
Yeah. We're gonna
do
call
I
him.
want
We're gonna call him IHOP. What is IHOP known for, Carlos?
pancakes?
Pancakes.
International House of Pancakes.
That's what Matteo be cooking up on that football field. Pancakes after pancakes after pancakes.
Yeah, yeah. International House of Pancakes. Yeah. Okay, so what's the hardest part about being a center?
Snapping the ball. Cause like you have to learn a long way to snap it, like good spirals and stuff. Like me, I had to learn a long way to snap like that, like spirals.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what do you do to mentally prepare for a game?
Um, like from my snapping, so I don't hurt my arm. Stretch my arm out.
Okay, so you stretch before a game,
Yeah,
right?
stretch.
That's important. Exactly. Good job. Okay, so what's the best advice your coach has given you about playing center?
Um, to be confident in myself and to do what I gotta do.
Okay. Okay, so what do you like most about the team you're playing on right now?
That like I know all my friends on the team and my cousins on the team that I know. So
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so if you had to play in any of the NFL stadiums for one game, which one would it be and why?
Philadelphia like because they won the Super Bowl.
Okay, Lincoln Financial Field. Okay, that's
Mhm.
that's a very nice atmosphere, especially at night. Sunday night football over there in Philadelphia, it gets crazy, especially that fan base. That fan base, their loyalty to the Eagles is crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
Philadelphia, that's a really good place to play.
There's
Okay,
nothing.
so
There's nothing like the link.
the link, exactly. Yep, the link.
It's a
Okay,
beautiful. It's a beautiful stadium. So it's a beautiful stadium. I don't know if you seen it while you was there.
yes, yeah. When I was actually flying in
You
from
saw
Fort
it?
Lauderdale, yeah, from Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia on approach, I actually saw
Oh, okay.
the Eagle Stadium. I think I saw the Phillies too. Yeah, because the Phillies, the Wells Fargo Center is basically like right there, like in downtown. So yeah, the link is huge, and I think they had an Army Navy game there too over in the link, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I saw the field. I saw it. I saw it live and in color when I went through there.
Hmm,
When I was doing my road tripping days. Stopped
cool.
by the stop. Yeah, we stopped by it, and it was called. It wasn't called. It was called. It wasn't a link back then. It was called. I can't remember what it was called before then. Um, I'll look it up.
Okay, yeah,
But yeah,
that's,
it's a beautiful stadium.
it
Hmm.
is. It is indeed. Okay, so what are your goals as a football player?
My goals, um, to like get better at football, so I can like start like developing like doing feet work and stuff easier to do it like easier.
Okay, so like to get better, basically. That's your goal. I love that. Okay, so who do you wish you could train with for a day and why?
Jason Kelsey because he's my favorite center.
Okay, and I like that answer. Okay, so besides football, what other sport would you try and why?
I played baseball and I play a little basketball, but I don't like I play it on a court outside. I just don't like play it, like actually play it.
Yeah. So basically, like for fun, basically.
Yeah. I used to play baseball though.
Oh,
Baseball and basketball, that's it.
okay, that's cool. All right, so if you had to meet any sports athlete, it could be anyone in the sports world, who would it be and why?
Um Saquon.
Okay, why Saquon?
Because I wanted to know how he did the backwards hurdle.
The backwards hurdle, the infamous backwards hurdle. That's
Oh,
actually on the cover of
Madden this year.
Madden. Yeah, that's such
and
an iconic move.
Mateo, give the New York give the Giants a shout out for letting Saquon come go to the Eagles.
Oh yeah, the Giants.
Mhm.
Poor Giants, man. They're on the
S-
bottom tier of the NFC East. Three
Speaking
good.
of the sorry. Speaking of the Giants, Mateo, do you know they have the the fifth? They're in the top five of the toughest schedules this season.
Yep.
I think they're number two,
Hmm.
number one or number two.
Yeah,
Like
it,
their
it
schedule is brutal to start the season.
yeah, and I think I saw their schedule, their schedule, and it's you have three good NFC teams, and then you have the Giants. That's basically how you summarize the NFC East, basically. So
I was
hopefully the Giants.
I was right. I was right on cue with you
Mhm.
about the schedule. I'm just going to announce their first five games.
Okay.
Their first five games, they play they got the Commanders in Washington. They have the Cowboys in Dallas. They have the Chiefs at home. Then they play the Chargers at home. Then they go to New Orleans. And then they play the Eagles.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah. They're gonna get beat all them games.
Wait, like all of them, they're gonna lose. Like go 0-6.
But probably not because they got Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter.
They're
Okay.
gonna, they're gonna need a little bit more than Abdul Carter to get through that
Yeah.
gauntlet. They got you
They
got
got a good they
three
got a good
divisional games.
defensive line. They got a good defensive line, but that's it. Cause they lost Daniel Jones. He went to the Colts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is out of there.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, man. Got to go to Washington. Got to go to Dallas. Then you got Kansas City at home, which Kansas City can play anywhere in the NFL. So they can play anywhere in the NFL. You got to play Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers, and then you got to go on the road to New Orleans. So I don't know about
Yeah,
the Giants, but
that's a tough opening. That's a tough opening schedule for them.
yeah, well, it could make them or it could break them.
And then you know what's even bad, Carlos?
What's up?
Is like after they play the Giants at home. I mean, after they play the Eagles at home, then they got to go to Denver. Then they gotta go to Philly to play the Eagles again.
Yeah, no, like they play
Like,
Philly at
yeah,
home,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure those Philadelphia fans they're gonna drive from Philadelphia to New York. That's a pretty short drive for them, right?
They're,
Like up 95.
Carlos, their schedule is a monster.
Yeah, I know.
They
I'm
they
looking
don't
at it here.
yeah they don't get a break. After I just announce the rest of them, and then I'll let you guys finish the Q&A. After the Eagles, they play the Eagles the second time. Then they go home and play the 49ers. Then they go to Chicago, play the Bears. Then they got Green Bay at home. Then they got to go to Detroit to play the Lions. Then they got the Patriots at home. Then they have the Commanders again at home. Then the Vikings. Then they go out west to play the Raiders, and then they finish the season at home against the Cowboys.
Wow. Oh,
Monster,
wow.
monster schedule.
Well, I guess we'll see what the Giants do.
Coach T, can I shout some people out?
Of
Of
course.
course, man, it's your show.
Um, I want to shout out my mom, my dad, my uncle, my little cousin, the best QB in the nation at 8 years old. Noah Curry. Um,
We're gonna send an invite to Noah.
mhm.
We're gonna send Noah
Uh,
an invite, so
yeah.
you can let him know.
I shout out to my coach, Juvie, my old coach on ASG, Coach Juvie. Um, my other coach, Coach Kenny on ASG. Coach Qua from Brooklyn Chiefs. M Jiggy from Brooklyn Chiefs, and um SJ, my friend SJ, and how do we get the last name? And Storm. That's it.
And still moves that.
Yeah, got a shout out to my man Storm.
Yo.
And
Yes.
then you got a comment here on the. Can you see it, Matteo,
Where?
on the
It says
screen?
on the screen.
No, it doesn't show it.
Hmm?
You don't see it? That's weird. Well, Amaris Diaz says that's my nephew. Proud of you.
Yeah, that's my aunt. Does it say Omar or Omaris?
Omaris. Omaris.
Amaris.
Oh, okay, that's my aunt.
I'm
Yeah, for
surprised you
sure.
can't. I'm surprised you can't see the.
Hmm.
I'm surprised you can't see the comments.
It just shows you're in the show, and then it's like a blue thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so final question, the Q&A, final one here.
Ah,
What are your favorite hobbies / interests to do outside the football field?
outside, um, play basketball, baseball, um, work out, um, outside the football field. That's it. Work out, play baseball, play basketball for fun. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, yeah, very good Q&A, Mateo. Very good Q&A.
Yeah, Mateo. That's what's up, Mateo. Woo, salute to you, my brother. So, what we're gonna do now, Mateo? We're gonna go
Yeah.
to the fun part. We're gonna do our show and tell.
Uh,
So, so basically, what that is we're gonna show them some pictures right now of you, and you get to tell them about it.
alright.
So it's pretty cool.
Alright.
Are you ready to get started?
Yeah.
My man said, "Yeah." He said, I'm like the motto of the show: "Be ready, stay ready."
Hmm.
All right, here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So that's my man. That's my man Matteo, man. All suited and booted right here.
Yeah,
Ready?
that's me at R&R Top 100. And shout out Coach Cat.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Coach. You said
Coach
Coach
Cat.
Cat,
Yeah,
Cat or Cat,
Cat. Coach
Cat.
Cat.
All right. Shout out to Coach Cat, man. You got my man. You got my man. Ready right here. So how many pancakes did you get this at this um
R&R top 100 camp.
at
At
this
the
camp?
Honor Top 100 game, I got like, cause they did a scrimmage and then the next day they did a game, so I could do both games.
Yeah,
Alright, probably like 15 pancakes. 15.
man,
15.
that's a lot of pancakes.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna see, man, why he's the number one 9-year-old center. And he actually can play at 10 and 11U if he wanted to.
Yeah.
My man's the truth. All right, let's get into the next one.
Alright.
Man, look at that visor, man.
Yeah, dark visor. Okay.
Yeah. That's me on ASG. We were at a tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
that nickname is sticking with you, Matteo.
IHOP.
Yeah, your aunt just called you IHOP and put the strong emoji right there. They, my man's saying they gonna have to trademark it and give you a give you pay you a check, give you a check. The International House of Pancakes.
Yep.
So disclaimer, y'all sign your kid up. Um, don't put him on the nose over Mateo. He might get pancaked. Isaiah said the same thing. So
Okay.
that nickname is sticking with you. That nickname is sticking with you, Mateo.
Mhm. That's my cousin. Does it say Isaiah Diaz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
It's your cousin.
Shout out to Isaiah and Mateo's cousin, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and checking out your cousin's episode. All love right here. That looks like a Lombardi trophy.
Nah, that was my championship trophy. When we got to the championship in what's the league called? Battle of the Bridges. Jersey versus New York.
Oh, that's big. That sounds like it's big out there for y'all.
Yeah. So we
That's
won a
almost
trophy. Won a trophy and we got rings.
what's
Okay.
up. That's what's up. So yeah, that they kind of modeled that after the Lombardi Super Bowl trophy right there. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Um, so just to give Carlos an idea of how big that is, the Battle of the Bridges. That's like the that's like down here, the Broward versus Dade County. Anytime we have games against each other,
Okay.
that's how big it. That's how big that rivalry is up there.
Yeah. Especially. Yeah. Um. Yeah. It's a big rivalry. I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's huge up there
Okay.
for them guys. So shout out to you for winning that trophy and those rings. I wish you
hmm
had the rings with you so you can just go bam to the screen.
Yeah, I got like six. I got 6 rings.
Woo! We almost there. He's almost there with Tom Brady. Boy, he got 6 rings. He almost there with Tom Brady. He just need one more. He tied with Tom Brady. All right, there you go again with that nice visor right there, boy.
Yeah, that's my black speed flex. I got another speed flex. I
Oh,
got
that's
two.
what you call it.
I got a white and a black.
Okay,
Okay.
I
White
learned
number.
some. I learned something every day, man. I learned that it's a speed flex.
Yeah, I don't. I used to have an F7, but then I gave it away for a speed flex. And also I want to shout out my old coach that I played with in fall, Coach Rob. He's from where I live. Shout out to him. And yeah, I traded my helmets with him. cause I used to have a black F7, so then cause the colors of the helmets they were white, so he traded me for a white Speed Flex, and I gave him my black F7.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Learn something every day.
I really don't like the F7 anymore because you gotta buckle it. I like the Speed Flex because you just pull it, press the button and pull it.
Oh, okay. So you just got snapping on there for to stay on there.
And it's protection for me, so
Hey, protection's good.
keep
You
my
seen
head safe.
you seen the movie Blindside?
Yeah,
That movie shows you protection is good.
yeah,
You ever take somebody home like that?
nah.
Oh, you gotta try it. It's fun. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was a movie. They're gonna be like, like Matteo just carried this kid off the field and took him to his car. Hey, what's going on? Hey, coach told me to do like the movie Blindside and send him home.
Hey,
I also like the movie Little Giants.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in a while since I was a kid, man. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Little Giants, yeah. You seen that
And
movie, Carlos?
and
uh,
Snoop Dogg's movie, The Underdog.
the underdog. Okay, I've heard of it, but haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you got to see it. It's pretty hilarious. It's you got the one successful brother who has the super team, the super little league team, and then you have the other brother who takes the team of misfits of the kids that can't play,
Okay,
and it's pretty funny.
okay,
And
for sure.
yeah. All right, there you are, right there.
Yep, that's
I'm
that's
I'm
the
doing I'm
game.
doing like I'm doing like Mateo right now in that picture.
That was the game we were gonna play. It was I think yeah, it was a game, but then the team was scared so they forfeited on us, so we had to go home.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Damn. They
forfeits
got
suck.
they got scared. They forfeit.
Yeah,
My whole
forfeits.
team got there and then we had to go home.
Yeah, no, that's frustrating. It's
They didn't give
frustrating.
you guys a
Yeah.
team to scrimmage or something, or
Nope. After that, no.
yeah, I hate forfeits.
Yeah, me too.
All right, last one.
Alright.
I like this picture right here, man. You got to talk about these, what you're holding in this picture. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Bam.
Oh, that's my trophy. I got 2 rings on, and then I got offensive line MVP.
Mhm.
Say it again. MVP.
Yeah, offensive
MVP.
line MVP.
MVP. MVP. MVP. MVP. My man's an MVP because he get all those pancakes.
And at the R&R thing, I got MVP 2 times.
Okay. Wow.
Not only do you have 6 rings, you have 3 MVPs. Man, you're putting together a Hall of Fame career already.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you know what happens. Um, you know what they do to people that have 6 championships and 3 MVPs, right?
But
They get a bus in Canton. They're Hall of Fame. That's a Hall of Fame career, man. You got a Hall of Fame career already, and you haven't even made it to middle school yet. Man, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So Carlos,
Yeah.
before we get into his clips, before we get into his clips and anything, uh, let's let's talk about something that just went down this weekend. This is 4th of July weekend, right?
yep.
Yeah.
It's 4th of July weekend. Did you do anything cool this weekend, Carlos?
Um, I did have a tournament on Saturday. Well, like a showcase. Well, well, like how do you say it's not a tournament, but it's not a showcase where you go by yourself. Like obviously I went with my team. Like it was like a showcase format where you play 2 games and then that's it. So yeah.
You gotta let them know about how high school works, man.
Okay, yeah,
You gotta
it's
give them a
really
little.
complicated.
Yeah, they don't understand how high school works.
Yeah, so in basketball in high school, in South Florida, so basically there's, you know, how do you say this? There's like there's tournaments where there's showcase format, which is basically you only play a certain number of games, so like 2, 3, or 4, and then that's all you play. There's no championship, there's no semifinals, there's no bracket play. You just play those games, and that's it.
And what's the reason for the game? Who be in attendance?
College coaches and scouts.
So that's mainly for that. Why they have those showcases.
So like us older kids, we probably don't care about the championships. Winning a championship, getting an offer. That's pretty
Yeah,
much their championship.
yeah. At this point, that's your main focus is getting offers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
know college scouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Pitt. I know Syracuse. I know Rutgers. I know
Others.
more. More. I know more, but I just can't remember them right now.
Yeah, those are
Okay.
those are the local ones close by you, right? Syracuse,
Hmm.
Rutgers, and all that. All right. My apologies, Matteo. I have another. I have another one to show you for show and tell.
All right.
This one's pretty cool, man. I like this uniform that you have here. It's in Carlos's brother's favorite color when he was younger.
Which one?
Bam!
Oh, the
Wow.
blue uniform.
Those
Aqua.
uniforms, those uniforms are clean.
Yeah, yeah, like that aqua everywhere.
Love
Like,
that I love that uniform, man. That is
That
clean.
was that was 7U. I had on custom cleats. Um, um, yeah, that was at a photo shoot. That was my when I played on 7U. That was my first year actually.
First
okay.
year in pads.
Yeah, 7U.
Mm.
My first start off with football was flag, and I played quarterback and running back in flag. But then I switched my position.
Wow, that's unique because not too many people go from playing quarterback and to the line. So
Yeah, you
what made you? And on top of that, you're dominating at it as well. So what made you decide to make that switch to that position?
I just wanted to try it out because I feel like to me quarterback in skill position is too much of a headache because there's their second string, third string, and they need to get in front of me. So I just switched my position instead.
okay.
And you over here dominating your position.
I could I could throw the ball 7-on-7. I play quarterback 7-on-7.
Mm.
Okay. So you
Very
still
nice.
get out. So you can still get out there and throw that. So
Yeah.
you're not just on the line because they just put you someplace just because of your size. You're an athlete. You're very athletic. You can move. That's by choice, not because somebody say, "Oh, we're gonna throw you on there because just so you can play."
No.
So let y'all know that was by choice. He can still go out there and play quarterback if he want to.
I could show you if you want to see me throw the ball.
Oh, you want to show your audience your skills?
Yeah.
Like live right now?
Yeah, I send y'all videos.
Oh, videos. Okay, videos. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought he was gonna do it live. I want to say, okay, that'll be the first time on the Be
You
Ready
could just
Sports
do it now.
podcast. I
You
was say
could
that
do
was
it
gonna be the
now.
first time on the Be Ready Sports podcast. Somebody go live showing.
No, I could just throw it on the field.
If y'all want.
All right, I have one more though to show you. One more.
All right.
One more.
Oh yeah, that's my car for the top 100. Um, yeah, that was 2 years ago. That was when I was a.
7
That's
years.
when That's when I was a 4.5 star. Now I'm a 5 star.
You said it's 5 star, and yet no, that's what you're reading. His stats is not a typo. Yeah, he was 4'8", 112 pounds and 7. My guy's a monster.
I
So
lost weight. I lost weight. Got taller. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you're about what, 5'1" now?
Nah. 5 foot almost.
5 foot.
Yeah, almost.
5 foot. Okay.
Man, dang, we have some big 9-year olds. Mason was pushing five. Mason was pushing 5 foot too.
Hmm.
So man, all right.
All right.
So you ready to get? You want to get into his footage now, Carlos?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get into his footage. Uh, so I'm gonna show you this one. So we're going to show you this one first. The first video is 11 seconds long.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So all we're gonna do is just we're gonna show the tape, and you just react to it
All right.
and let everybody know what was going on there. All right, you all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Be ready, stay ready." Let's go.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That was you getting another. That was you getting another pancake.
Yeah. I had like 5 pancakes that game. 6 almost.
Hmm.
So, tell us a little bit about that game. Who were you guys playing in that game?
Yeah. Yo, Jags.
And was
Yo.
that a league game or was it at a tournament?
League game.
Okay. And how did y'all end up? Did you win that? Did you guys win that game?
Yeah.
I like the way he said yeah. He was like, yeah, man,
Mhm.
of course.
Yeah, pretty confident.
Like, of course we won that game. What kind of question is that, Coach?
Hmm.
We were that season. We were undefeated, unscored on. We went to the championship and won it.
Hmm. Undefeated. Yeah, very hard to do to go undefeated on any level. Go undefeated, that's something that's special.
Yeah, that's special. That's a special season.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next clip?
Yep.
All right, this one's about 10 seconds long here. Let's get it.
Oh my! Holy!
Oh,
Yeah, that was a pancake.
please excuse the. Yeah, but that was amazing. No, but that was very nice.
That poor kid, man.
What is he doing?
See what I mean when I say they just be throwing these kids in position just so they can play?
Oh,
He was
man.
just too little for me.
Hit the weight room, kid. Hit the weight room.
Man, he took that kid. He could have took that kid home. He could have put that kid on his back like a backpack.
Man, poor kid.
Man, that was a double pancake. Then he finished it off.
Yeah.
Remember, they taught you well. Like finish, you get him on the ground, keep him there. Finish your
Yep.
block. So he
Don't
finished
play.
his block.
Yeah. Don't play with your food. You gotta attack it. Attack it. Yeah, attack it. You know what I mean?
Block until the whistle blows.
Exactly.
Saying
Yes.
that, you saying that was his food.
Yep. You saw it. Just attacked it.
All right, one more time. Be ready. One more time. One time for the one time.
Oh my! Holy!
Pancake.
Yeah. That was indeed.
And then one year, it was my 7th year. My dad bought. I have my wife's beef flex. My dad bought like pancake stickers. Every time I get a pancake, he will put one sticker on. My whole helmet was filled with pancakes.
I was say your helmet was full, and you couldn't even see the paint on it no more.
Okay. Very unique.
I I hop, I hop. That's what they're gonna be cheering. They're gonna be chatting at your next game. And when you go in there, when the offense get on the field, they're gonna be like, I hop, I hop, I hop, I hop. That poor kid, man. And it looks like the coach had told him to just rush in.
Yeah.
He was the only reason he got pancaked because he was too low. But he was if he was up, he would have still got pancaked.
I think you would have took him backwards if you
I would have drove him to the
had
field
drove him.
goal post.
Hold to the field goal
Like
post.
like
Okay.
in the movie Blindside. He drove him into the end zone and then pushed him over the wall.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't get it. Yeah, there's some nasty offensive linemen out there, man. Don't get it twisted, Carlos. There's some nasty there's some
I know.
nasty there's some nasty old linemen out there.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the next one, Matteo?
Yeah.
All right, this one's gonna be a little bit longer. It's about 32 seconds. So maybe you
All
got
right.
about 3 or 4 pancakes on this one.
This
Let's see.
one.
Let's see.
That's the one I cracked the kid.
Okay.
We missed a hit because we
Yeah,
heard it.
you
Yeah.
couldn't. You could hear it. It was louder than the ice cream thing sound, but you couldn't really see it.
Yeah, we heard it.
We heard it indeed.
Because soon as he was standing there looking for a victim, he was like, "Who's my victim? Who my victim? Who my victim?" Then he was like, "Oh, there he is!" Boom. So that's all you saw is that head go like this, and you
Yeah.
just heard it. I was like, "Oh, I feel bad for that kid." That thing sounded off. Woo. That's one of those hits like you was like, "Ooh," but what was it?
Hmm.
You know, nasty hits that you hear that make you that make you flinch. Like, ooh. That was one of them.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next one. You ready for it, Matteo?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Go right away.
That was me getting the sack.
Oh, so you was playing defense that time.
Yeah.
And
I hit the quarterback. I hit him. And then he tried to throw the ball and it went short, and the cornerback came to pick it off and ran it to the end zone.
took it to the house.
Yep.
He took
Yeah.
it to the house. Like that song say, took it to the house.
Yeah.
And that was a good hit, man. That was a good hit.
Yeah.
See, a fraction of a second earlier, you would have just got a sack. And then you forced a bad throw and got an interception and a touchdown. So
Yeah. There you go. You gotta. Yeah.
I forced in my career I forced like in my whole career probably 30 fumbles.
30 fumbles. Mm.
Yeah.
that's a
From
lot.
7U to 9U.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah. 30 fumbles. That's a lot.
Who's your favorite defensive lineman?
Defensive lineman,
Who's your favorite?
that played in the league now, or I could do anybody.
Anybody? Who's your
Oh,
anybody?
Vinny Curry, then my uncle. Oh,
Okay.
Vinny Curry. Let's see. You gonna break his sacks record?
Nah. On Eli Manning, nah.
You're not gonna break your uncle's sex record. He said not respect. He gonna let him keep it.
Yeah.
He probably had his biggest sacks in the whole league when he had the most sacks in the league off of sacking Eli Manning. I think it was like 50. No, it was a lot though. It wasn't 50 though. It
Yeah,
was a lot.
he has 32 and a half sacks for his career. 32 and a half
Yeah,
sacks.
he was the last
Um,
to sack Eli Manning. Eli Manning. He's the last person to sack him.
Easy E. That's what I call him, Easy E. But that's a lot of sacks for his career, though. 32. Shout out to Vinny Curry, man. Get that many sacks in the NFL, that's nothing to frown upon. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Yeah.
All right, this is about 12 seconds long. Let's see.
Oh my gosh. That's just diabolical.
That's just diabolical.
Shout out to whoever is commentating.
That
Oh,
was
that was my cousin. He was at my game recording for me.
Shout out to your cousin. He said that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
diabolical.
Shout out to your cousin. That's just diabolical.
And he's making like every time you hit somebody, it's like you don't have to cart them off the field. He said,
I
"Oh
did.
my!"
I
So
heard
oh my,
somebody before from defense. I heard somebody.
Oh, really? You heard some?
uh
Mm.
uh
I heard the quarterback's leg because like when I went for the tackle, I like folded my body on him and put him to the floor. So like when I went for the form tackle, I folded my body and slammed him on the floor.
Oh, okay.
and you heard him.
Yeah, he got out the game.
Uh, Sorry for that kid that got hurt. We don't condone injuries on the Be
Yeah.
Ready Sports podcast. Disclaimer.
It's
Um,
all part of the game, obviously.
yeah, we know it's part of the game, but we don't condone it injuring injuries.
Yeah, obviously. If it
We're
happens,
not
happens.
promoting, we're
Obviously.
not promoting injuries, but if it happens, it happens. Especially when you get tackled by a freight train, like Mr. Sanchez. Man, so those are some cool clips, man. I'm glad we got you on the show you on defense. Um,
Yep.
that was pretty cool. You got a new nickname,
Um,
the International
IHOP.
House of Pancakes.
IHOP.
Yep,
New
IHOP.
nickname. I got two nicknames.
All right. Oh, what's the first one?
Baby Jason Kelsey because I snap like him,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
All
and
right.
Jason.
I know how to read the offense. I mean, like the defense when I'm on offense, and when I'm on defense, I know how to read the offense.
Oh, you just a double threat.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a football IQ's through the roof, right?
He's gonna be the Peyton. He's the Peyton Manning of offensive linemen
and I could break down
and
film.
defensive linemen.
Okay, break it down film. Yeah, that's very important. And especially that next level when you got to really break down film, that's going to come into good use later on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do now, Matteo, if it's okay with you, we're gonna let the audience call in so they can talk about how devastating you are on that football field,
Yeah, you could do that.
or they can answer you some questions.
Actually, yeah, they can ask me questions.
So I know the link is. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat.
All right.
You guys in the chat, you click that link, you will come on the show, and you can talk to IHOP or baby Jason Kelsey. So So while we waiting on someone to click on that link to come in and talk to you, I got to ask you a question, Mateo.
Yeah.
Uh, I ask this to every athlete. Everybody has a story behind the number that they choose
Oh,
for their uniform. So, what is your number and why did you pick it?
75 because my favorite college is Marshall. So, because in the plane crash, there was 75 people that died in the plane crash. So and my uncle wore it because of that. So I just wore it after him,
You
and
know, when
because of that reason.
yeah, when you said Marshall, I was thinking about the movie We Are Marshall. That was a story behind
Oh yeah,
that plane crash.
yep, I
That
watched that.
Yeah, yeah, same. The Marshall plane crash. Obviously, that's very
yeah,
unfortunate. Yeah, very
yeah.
sad indeed. Crash, West Virginia. Yeah, very sad.
That's still the most devastating accident in sports.
Yeah, it is and like the team was like traveling and stuff. Like it just crashed. Like just going on in their business trip and it just crashed. Obviously, very sad. Obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very. Yeah, and that's a very inspirational story as to why you chose 75. Pay respect to them
Yeah.
because that was years ago. I wasn't even born yet when that happened. That was years ago.
Yeah, that was like back in what 70s or
I
something.
don't know if people are gonna even join. People are gonna join though.
I just give them time.
No, we get to
Yeah.
give 'em some time. The link is in the chat, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the chat here on YouTube. You just click on the link that I just posted there, and you will come on the show and talk to my main man. Don't be afraid, man. He's not going to hit you unless you put on pads and the helmet and line up across the phone. And he's not going to hit you.
So speaking about the Marshall plane crash, it was in 1970. The plane was returning back to Marshall when they played against East Carolina, and they crashed into a hillside. So that was just some extra details about the crash.
It took out the whole program.
Yeah,
They had to. The movie was about them starting over from scratch.
yeah, yeah. Because basically the whole team wiped out, and
Yeah, that's why it was so devastating because it took out the whole coaching staff, everything.
coaching
Yeah.
staff, and I think some fans were on the plane. I think I heard, and then obviously the players.
Yeah, that was pretty devastating. But
Okay.
they rebounded. They've had some very talented players come through there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
who's
They.
who's the most famous one that came out of Marshall though, Carlos? Let's see if you know.
Oh,
He played wide receiver.
and I should know this one too.
Yep.
And I think I've heard of him before too.
Yep. Don't tell him. Don't tell him, Matteo. Don't save him.
And he's
I
very
I know. Can I answer it? Can I answer it?
Not yet. Not yet.
and he's very popular, right? Like or no?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Very popular wide
Can I answer it?
receiver.
Can I
uh,
answer it?
why isn't the answer in the top of my head? And I think I know it, and I think I know it, but it's not in the top of my head right now.
Can I answer it?
You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Mateo, what is it?
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Carlos.
It
How you?
no, but I knew someone was very popular from Marshall. Like I knew that, but I
Oh yeah, and the Marshall locker room is named after my uncle. Like it's named after him.
Oh, that is the Vinny Curry.
Yeah, it's named after him.
okay.
That
What is
is
it called?
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, like I knew like so someone popular came out of there. It's just that I didn't know who, but yeah, obviously Randy Moss. Yeah, like someone very popular. I knew.
all right. Can you name some others that came out of Marshall?
Oh,
Um,
Um,
Carlos or Mateo.
Uh,
Um,
I gotta do something while we waiting on somebody to click this link.
Jack Pennington. Chad
Chad
Pennington.
Chad Pennington, yep,
I don't
played
know
for
how
the
to say it.
Jets. And of course, you already named two. You already named two already: Randy Moss and your uncle Vinny Curry.
Yeah.
There's another. There was a quarterback that came out of there as well. Played for Jacksonville. It
Um,
was the seventh overall pick in 2003.
I'm not sure.
Byron Leftwich.
Byron
Oh,
Leftwich.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Leftwich. I've heard of him
I
before.
forgot. I forgot about him. I don't know.
Yeah, let me see if I can find something. Well, you're not gonna remember a kicker.
Okay.
Um, but 2013, you had Aaron Dobson, who was drafted 59th by the New England Patriots. You had Ahmed Bradshaw, who was drafted by the Giants. Um, and then the most recent one was Justin Rowasser, a kicker, also by the New England Patriots. But if you want to look at their whole draft history, those are some of the bigger names. But of course, they had a lot of. They've had a lot. Um, okay, you have a question here in the chat. Your aunt said she can't call in.
I
She can't
can't
join.
join live, but I have a question from Matteo. What has been the thing you has been? I don't even understand what she just said.
She said, "What is the hardest thing you went through as an athlete, and how did you overcome it?"
The hardest thing, to learn how to be a center, and I overcome it by keep doing it like every day, to constantly keep doing it, and then I got to this point. So
Okay.
Okay,
Very
pretty
interesting.
pretty cool.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay, and you did mention earlier you play video games. I'm assuming Madden is one of them, right?
yeah,
What is your go-to team?
my go-to team.
Yeah, on Madden.
Um, I usually in Madden 25. I could use any team, but my favorite team to use is Philadelphia
Yeah, it's a Super Bowl. Super
because
Bowl ring.
I know their playbook good.
Okay. The
And then
playbook.
I make my own playbook because in Madden you can make your own playbook. So I make my own playbook with the Philly special and then the whole rest of the playbook in it.
Really special. The infamous.
So how many rushing yards do you get with Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts, I usually pass, but then when the gaps, like I call Hail Marys, but when nobody's there, I just run for the first down.
Old school Madden. Yeah, everybody running a go.
Yeah.
That's what everybody used to do. That's old school Madden. They'll have everybody going on a go, and then when the DBs take off, they just run with the quarterback right up the gut.
Usually, with Saquon, as rushing yards, he gets probably 450 yards, 5 touchdowns with him. I use him a lot to
Wow.
get first downs and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys 30 more seconds to click the link to come on here and talk to my man Matteo. I'm gonna give y'all about 30 more seconds.
Yeah. Very interesting. The Eagles. Most definitely. Yeah. Saquon 450 yards. Wow.
Yeah,
I, that is crazy. Speaking
yeah.
about video games,
And I
uh,
play, college 25 CFB.
yeah, I was actually just getting right to that. Okay, so Mateo, so do you know when is college football coming out? College football 26.
I know when Madden's coming out 26. I don't know when college is, but the Madden's coming out August 14th, 1926. I don't know when the college is though. When
College football 20.
when it comes out, I'll probably get it.
They usually for some weird reason they usually come out with Madden first.
So
Then
College Football 26 is coming out. College Football 26 is actually coming out tomorrow for people that pre-ordered the
Yeah,
deluxe edition and the MVP bundle. So people
yeah,
that paid more, they're gonna get
yeah.
the early
Some
access.
like people could get like bundles where it comes with both games. So you could buy one bundle pack of it comes with college 26 and Madden 26 combined, but it splits into two games on your PS5 when you get it.
Yeah, and then
your
okay, yeah.
cousin your cousin said hop on the game tonight.
And
Why don't
All
you
right,
hop on this podcast right now?
sure.
He like, don't talk to me like that.
And then for everyone else, it's gonna come out July 10th for everyone
yep.
else. So
Okay, so college is coming out soon.
very
Oh,
soon. So tomorrow for early access people, and then July 10th. That's when
yeah.
everybody's gonna get it. So
How much minutes of the show is left?
well, right now we're just waiting on people to call in, but if nobody calls in, then we usually end it. So
What else will we do?
we don't usually do nothing else, just the calls, and then that's it.
Yeah, we're almost
Uh,
done.
and
I
for
know.
the next person to get on the interview, Noah Curry,
Noah Curry, okay.
best QB at 8 years old in the nation, 5 stars.
Mr. Noah
Okay.
Curry.
That's my
All right,
cousin. He's he's on Instagram.
all right, all right. Let him know. We'll send him we'll send him an invite, but he has
His
to come. But when
his
he come on,
Insta.
yeah,
You can go.
yeah. Let him know that we're gonna send him an invite to on Instagram. But
His. I'll
when he
give you his Instagram name.
oh, I have it.
It's
Well, you can
uh,
tell you can tell the audience, but I have it
it's Noah number 2 Curry. Noah 2 Curry.
with the blue check mark.
Yeah, he has like a symbol.
Yeah, yeah. Let him know we're gonna hit him up and get him on here. But we have somebody backstage, Matteo.
Uh, he
Let
was
me know.
number 2.
Okay. Just like somebody else I know who wears number 2.
So
But you ready for me to you have somebody backstage.
yeah,
Let me know when you want me to let them on.
you can let him on now.
All right. We can't see your face, but you're
Hello?
on. Yeah, you're on.
What's up, Matteo?
Uh,
What's up? You're at the football. What football field are you at right now?
I'm at
Well,
Nanahasset.
we're live. We want to tell everybody where your location is.
Oh. All
Oh, we
right,
can't
I
see you.
got a question.
We can't see
What's
your
your
face in the back.
What's your favorite football team you like to choose on college football 2025?
25. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wait, let me think.
There's
Hold on.
hundreds of teams.
My favorite
You have
my
to think about it.
favorite to use is I usually use like um what's the name? I like to use
Colorado?
no, Ohio State.
Ohio.
Ohio
But
State.
but the team that I don't really use is Georgia. Georgia Bulldogs. I used them one time in college.
Okay.
Georgia Bulldogs.
So your team on college football is Ohio State.
Yeah.
Let me guess for Jeremiah Smith.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
You too, Isaiah.
I would choose Miami because Cam Ward. I like him too.
Cam
I like
Any
Ward.
scram. I like scrambling with him.
You
He's
use
bad.
Missouri. You use Missouri.
Oh yeah, Missouri
sometimes.
too. Missouri too.
Why,
Missouri.
why y'all not showing Florida State no love?
Florida State.
Yeah, why you not showing Florida State no love?
They just got a player from Jersey, Florida State.
Hmm.
Who?
Florida State
Who?
from Tom's River. I don't know what his name is though.
Mm.
He's an offensive tackle.
Okay. How many stars does he have? Like 4-star or 5-star?
4.
4-star?
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
Yeah.
a bad pickup for them.
4-star, 5-star, whatever it is. We can always develop them, obviously.
Yeah, I got yeah. But my man's over here don't show Florida State no love on the CFB 25.
They do they do have their teams. Like Zay has Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
He uses he uses Ohio State, Matteo. So it depends on what they
Kids,
like.
the offensive tackle's kid's last name is Matthews.
Matthews. Okay, I'm gonna go check him out. All right,
Uh,
4-star, right? 4-star from
Yeah.
Jersey. Right?
Yep.
All right.
So let me ask you. And well, Matteo said he uses the Eagles in Madden. Um,
He uses the Chiefs. That's his favorite team.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I've been using the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes is cheat code.
so y'all be using the Kelsey brothers against each other.
Yep.
We do redo Super Bowls. Like
We do Super Bowls. Like you could there's like a
Oh
trigger.
yeah,
You could switch it and then it says like Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then you just switch it to Super Bowl and then press and it'll play the game of Super Bowl.
that's good. So y'all just read. So y'all
Re-
replayed the last Super Bowl. Who won?
Eagles. Well, no, in the game.
Yeah, when y'all replayed the Super Bowl, who won?
Him.
What?
what happened? Yo,
He cheats.
What? You let Isaiah beat you?
Yes, he's better than me. He played the game longer than me.
Isaiah, are you taking advantage of your cousin?
who?
You?
Me.
Are you taking advantage of your cousin, man?
No,
You're not taking advantage of him, trying to
no.
get those dubs in Madden.
I be versing everybody in my family. I be winning every time. Ask him. Ask Matteo. I'm on a win streak right now.
Oh, you heard that, Carlos? He's on the win streak. Maybe he needs to play a veteran.
Well,
He needs to play a
I'm not a
veteran.
veteran. I'm not a veteran.
You don't ever have time to play video games.
Yeah, no. Late
You don't
practices.
you don't have time. The podcast, practices, workouts. You don't ever have time.
Yeah.
All right. You got any more questions for Matteo, Jose?
Yeah, I have
Comments?
one more before I get off.
All right.
For the new game, College 26 coming out.
Yeah.
For your my career, what position would you be choosing?
Oh,
That's a good
my
question.
my career. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good position. You can't
Yeah.
pick something.
I
You
don't
can
think.
either
Yeah. I don't think you can
the
play.
positions you could pick is QB, running back, receiver,
Yes.
cornerback, or linebacker.
Yeah, linebacker.
I will play linebacker.
Okay. Linebacker.
Yeah.
It's either
Blue sticks.
linebacker or quarterback. Or linebacker, quarterback, or running back.
Okay. So okay.
And unless you're really good at covering, do not
Or
pick corner.
Yeah,
or
I
or
don't like
corner.
playing DB. DB is hard to play.
It's very hard in Madden when you're playing DB.
Yeah, not DB. Or receiver, not DB though. DB is very hard.
Receiver is a little bit easier,
Yeah, receiver's easy. You just run
but
routes.
but not.
Yeah,
But
receiver is
DB,
easy.
don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
Don't do that
very
to
hard.
yourself. Are you guys gonna? One question before you go, Zay.
All right.
In college football 26, they brought back the feature where you can create your own school,
Oh
your high
Oh,
yeah,
your
school
high
high
school.
school?
in the game.
Your high school, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do that. You
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
put
Yeah.
your
gonna do
school
it.
in there? That's pretty cool. Hopefully that you don't have to take forever and putting the real roster on your school in there because they be giving those generic names and people.
The
Mhm.
the school I would make in CFB 26. I will make RBC.
Nah, I'm making IMG. I'm making IMG.
IMG. Okay.
IMG or RBC.
You probably don't even have to make it. It's probably already gonna be there. You
True.
just
Yeah,
you
probably
just
the
go.
IMGs, the Matter
Yeah,
Days.
they probably put
Yeah,
some.
all the top schools, all the top schools are probably being there from other people loading it on there. You just,
Yeah.
upload the
Mhm.
school, upload the roster. But that's if you don't mind, somebody else doing all the work for you. But if you want
But
those, if you want those that want it authentic to straight to yourself, then you take the time and build it yourself.
the
It
team I
just
would
takes forever.
the team I would use for Madden 26 if I get it, I'll probably use the Eagles or the Eagles, Browns, or
What's that running back that you like? They
Saquon.
no, yeah, I know you like St. Con. The other one, Knuckles and
Oh, Knuckles and Sonic.
yeah,
I would
isn't that the
use.
Lions?
Yeah, that's the Lions. I would
Oh, you
use.
talking about the rookie that they got last year?
Get.
Yeah,
I would use the Eagles, the
Jameer Gibbs.
Browns, the what team was that you just said?
Lions.
Lions. The Raiders, Ashton Genty,
Oh,
and
Ashton Genty. Yeah, yeah, Ashton Genty.
And the Jags, cause Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he's gonna be a monster. That's Ashton Genty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he trucking
Genty.
people,
Yeah. Genty, Travis Hunter over in
and he
Jacksonville.
stands. His stance is straight. He just stands straight up.
Yeah.
Mhm. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, exactly.
But Zay, man, we appreciate you coming on, man.
Mhm.
You know, I would love to. We'd love to keep you on the show with him. But we're gonna have to wrap
Yeah.
this up for my man Matteo, because
All right.
so he can take advantage of that field before it gets dark.
All right. Peace, guys.
All
All
right,
right,
thanks for coming on, Zay.
All right.
Make sure you subscribe. All right, Mateo.
all
And
right.
that was a good call by your cousin, man. That was a good call by your cousin.
Mhm.
I thought y'all was gonna start belling it out because you know how sometimes when fam gets on here, they be like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna whoop you right now. Get on the game." Blah, blah, blah.
Well,
Like,
one time I beat him before. I beat him many times.
you gonna have to get.
I beat him one time. It was we were staying up all night. It was on the weekend. I beat him. It was like 47-12,
Damn.
Ooh,
and I used the Eagles. He used the Chiefs.
uh oh. I don't think Mateo heard that because he ain't commented. I don't think he heard it because he didn't comment yet. Because he would have been like, because he'd be like, "Oh no, you didn't." Blah, blah. All right. See, look, 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 yeah. See, look.
All right, peace.
He said lies.
All right, bye.
What was
Okay. Well, so what do you want to talk about, Carlos?
um well, college football's coming out tomorrow for people with early access. College football is going to come out on Thursday, July 10th for everyone to, enjoy. A lot of good features on CFB 26 I'm hearing, especially the high school thingy, Road to Glory. Like they're changing up like the gameplays and stuff, The scoreboard is going to be different. It won't be ESPN, unfortunately, unlike back in 2014. Um, the intros are going to be different. The night games are going to be different. So
Yep.
July 7th, tomorrow, which is tomorrow, for people with early access, they're going to get a little, they're going to get the early access of the full gameplay. Well, probably some people already saw the little teasers of, how this is going to work out, how that's going to work out, but the people with early access, they're going to actually get to enjoy. They're actually going to get to enjoy the game, the gameplay on their console fully tomorrow. And then for all the others, like us, Thursday, July 10th.
Yeah. I don't ever have time for video games like that anyway, so I wouldn't pre-order it. But I like the fact that they're bringing back um, that the high school feature where you can put
Yes.
your own school in there. Well, back in the day, you can create your own college too
Hmm.
with the creative school feature.
Yeah, and,
But they're bringing it back for high schools.
and I think for College Football 25, they actually had a feature where and I think you could create your own team, like for example, like Team Walmart or something like that, like KFC going up against Popeyes or something like that. Like I saw that on social media. I don't know if that's true, but I did see people, playing as random teams like Team Walmart, Team KFC, Team Popeyes, or something like that. But yeah, and also a key feature on 26, pretty interesting too, is that you as the fans, as the audience, the fans, the gamers, you can actually help your team like get paid, basically. So basically, if you, for example, me, if I play as Florida State 24/7, um, Florida State is going to get paid. They're going to get paid because you're using Florida State in the game, and they're going to get paid. And I saw one social media post saying that like if you like like if most people play as Kent State or Akron, like the sorry teams, like we can like the fans, they can actually help them fund for bigger players and actually help to win a national championship. So yeah, that's a very nice feature they're gonna have on CFB 26. But for those of you that are gonna have early access, have fun, enjoy the full gameplay, and
Uh-huh.
have fun with it. And I feel like those stupid people are gonna go live. They're gonna ruin it for everybody that don't have full access, and I feel like they're gonna spoil it for everybody. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. But it's gonna be. But there were all the new features that they're bringing back. It's stuff that was in there in the past. So it's good that they've number one they brought the college football back.
Yes.
Um,
Ooh, yeah.
so the road to glory feature, which is huge, because you can start it in college and import it over to Madden.
Yes.
Uh,
And
so
also one more thing. I put this on the story of the Be Ready Sports podcast. If you guys haven't, follow the Be Ready Sports podcast. I always put out news, free agencies. I put free agency stuff out there. I actually put some other stuff out there. I'm actually about to mention one thing before we leave the show here. I'm gonna give a little teaser and then we'll talk about it more probably on tomorrow's show. College basketball 26, 27, 28. College basketball, the video game is coming back. It is coming back. EA gave a little teaser saying that college basketball is going to return. So it's going to return, guys. I think the last time they had it was in 2014, 2000, like late, like early. So they're going to have it back. College basketball, the video game's coming back, and I think it's coming back in 2028. Something like that. So I'll talk about it a little bit more in depth. I'll put a little overlay. We'll probably me, Tony, and probably our guest will talk about it, which is a basketball guest for tomorrow. We'll probably get a little more intel on that. But yeah, just a little teaser that college basketball is back.
yeah, but is it going? But it's through EA, so
Yes, yeah,
I don't think that you can interchange it with NBA 2K. It's two different companies.
yeah. So we don't know.
So we don't know if they're bringing back NBA Live or not.
All we know is that college basketball video games coming back.
Yeah, that's the start.
Yeah.
Because and we apologize. This is the first time a guest actually left while we midway through the show. So that was unplanned.
This was
Um, it
coordinated
was
on the fly.
it was unplanned, and we try not to let that happen. So when we bring our guests on here, so so sorry viewers. Like I said, that was unplanned, and that was unplanned. We sorry that happened, but we will like I said, we will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow, let's see, 7 p.m.
Eastern
Um,
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. With our guest with Isaiah Ortiz.
Okay.
So he's also an upstate, uh, no, New Jersey. He's also from the state of New Jersey. So so yeah, 12-year-old great basketball player. You'll see tomorrow. Um, Great kid. We actually did see him at Balling on the Beach, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him.
Okay.
So but he's a great athlete.
Okay.
Great athlete, y'all. So
So I guess we will wrap it up here. We'll wrap it up and
wrap it up for what, Carlos?
well, what is
We
it?
live.
What,
We live.
well, what is there to talk about?
Sorry, guys. It's sports. It's always something to talk about.
Okay.
Sports is always something to talk about. No,
Well,
guys, but we'll see you guys tomorrow.
from
We'll see you guys tomorrow night with Isaiah Ortiz. So don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As Carlos says,
hit the bell icon so that you know so that you get notified for when we go live.
that's my man Carlos.
Here we go.
Yep, like the video, so to help the algorithm, so help the show grow, and share it so more people can see our guests tonight, Mr. IHOP,
Yeah.
Mr. IHOP, who gets those pancakes on that football field, and also with those pancakes, give a side of sacks on the
Yeah.
side, on the defensive side.
Yeah.
We also showed you this earlier for my man Theron West II. Um, check out his clothing line. Go to silentfear.online. Check out his clothing line and see something that you would like, and go ahead and order it. And the Be Ready Sports Podcast, our T-shirts are, well, it would have helped if I took this off, right? Our first line of T-shirts have been created. Shout out to my man at the I almost said at my man at the Be Ready Sports
Beats by the One Production, Travell Richardson.
at Beats by the One Production. My brother Travell Richardson will create this shirt. You'll have our logo here on the front, and our slogan in the back: "Be ready, stay ready." You want to get you a copy of them? Let me put the ticker back up. Go on to our Instagram. Go on to our Instagram at Be Ready Sports Podcast. Let us know that you like a shirt. Send us your sizes and everything, and we'll let you know how you get your shirt. All right. So, yep, we got our shirts, and soon as I can get Carlos his, we'll start wearing them when we go live. So,
Okay.
Carlo. So, without further ado, Senor 3-pointer,
Yes.
Senor 3-pointer, who
Yes.
who averages 6 3-pointers a game. Did y'all know Carlos averages 6 main 3-pointers a game? This dude is lights out from the
Hey,
3-point line.
hey,
He's on.
that's
He's on.
on. Hey, that's on the defense for collapsing on the drive. Like, you know, that's on the defense. I'm just staying there and shooting. I'm just doing my job. That's all.
Yeah, they're not reading the scouting report.
Yeah, I know.
Man, they leave him open in the corner, man. He gonna lace that all the time. They love leaving you open in the corners, right?
Yeah.
And
Unfortunately.
you just lace them.
Yeah.
But go ahead and do the let's do the countdown.
All right. All right.
We,
We will see you
oh,
guys.
he said their phone died, so they didn't just leave us.
Okay, so that's an update. Yeah, our guest had to leave because his phone died. So that was on his end. That's not our fault from our end. Right?
Yeah, we didn't kick him off.
Yeah,
We will
we
never
would
do our guests.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't know we will never do our guests that way.
Yeah.
So
One guy.
future guests, if you want to be on location,
Just evidence. So,
get future guests. If you want to be on location, like that, please bring a battery pack with you.
yeah, portable charger.
Or something. But go ahead and do the countdown.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
All right. To be ready.
Stay ready.
And we out.